Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be unboxing, taking a first look, and reviewing the all-new SHREDLIGHTS SL300 Plus, SLR1 Plus, and the SLFX Plus. SHREDLIGHTS are high-performance, easy-to-mount lights designed for portable electric vehicles of all kinds. This series of lights is the 4th generation of lights from SHREDLIGHTS and comes with the most exciting new features and upgrades. Most notably, these lights now all have Bluetooth connectivity to the new SHREDLIGHTS mobile app, which is an absolute game changer. Getting into the unboxing, SHREDLIGHTS have absolutely killed it as they always do with their products. All 3 boxes look beautiful and have the same familiar feeling that past SHREDLIGHTS products have had. I'll first start with the SL300 Plus, which is the headlight of the 3 lights. The light sits right on top of some cardboard cutouts when opening the box. Underneath the 2 lights, there is a dual USB-C charging cable so that both lights can be charged at the same time. Below is also a product user manual to become familiar with all of the features on the lights, and then finally at the bottom there are some awesome looking SHREDLIGHTS stickers. The SL300 Plus is nearly identical to the SL300 from a physical standpoint. The body is the exact same shape and uses the exact same cap design and USB-C charging port. The light uses the standard S-Lock mount, which is great. The only real visible difference from the outside is the new blue colored cap on the top of the charging port. The specs on the light are also the same as before, with a brightness of 300 lumens per light and an IPX7 waterproof rating. The maximum battery life on the light is 20 hours, just like the SL300. The second light is the SLR1 Plus, which is the tail light of the 3 lights. The packaging and content of the SLR1 Plus are identical to that of the SL300 Plus, with the exception of the light itself and a slightly different sticker. The SLR1 Plus is also nearly identical to the SLR1 from a physical standpoint and has a similar narrative to the SL300 Plus. The only visible difference to the SLR1 Plus is the red cap on the charge port. The lights still have a brightness of 40 lumens, an IPX7 waterproof rating, and a maximum battery life of 60 hours. The last light is the SLFX Plus, which is an RGB light designed to give the board a fun aesthetic while riding the board at night. The SLFX Plus comes with a flat sticky mount to mount the light to the bottom of the board, the SLFX Plus light itself, a single USB-C charging cable, a user manual, an extra 3M adhesive for the sticky mount, and some stickers. The SLFX also looks nearly identical to the original SLFX. It has the exact same shape, USB-C charging port and cap design, and the S-Lock mount. The only visible difference is the blue Bluetooth logo added to the top of the case. All 3 of these lights essentially feature the exact same specs as their previous non-Bluetooth models, so the upgrade really comes in the new features. The lights use the exact same S-Lock mount as before, which allows for easy swapping of these lights across multiple vehicles, which I love. I use the same set of lights on all of my boards and on my DIY electric mini bike. I do appreciate the minor aesthetic change with the colorful charge port caps, because I did have times in the past where it was difficult to distinguish an SL300 from an SLR1 when I was in the dark. I will no longer have this issue with the Plus version since the caps are colored. In my current setup, I'm riding with 2 SL300 Plus at the front as my headlights, 2 SLR1 Plus on the rear as my taillights, and 2 SLFX Plus under my board for the epic underglow vibes. In this next section of the video, I'm quickly going to demonstrate how these lights connect to the app and how I configured my set. The app is currently available for download on the Apple App Store and will soon be available for Android. Upon opening the app for the first time, there is a brief tutorial on how to set up the lights. The app then prompts you to hold any of the buttons on the first light you wish to pair for 5 seconds until the light pulses. Once the light enters the pairing mode, it can then be selected and named within the app. After naming the light, it can then be added to a group. For the first light, the group has to be created, which is done by selecting the vehicle type. Once the first light has been paired and added to the newly created first group, the remainder of the lights can be paired one by one. I added my SL300 Pluses and my SLR1 Pluses all to the same group. I then created a second group and added my SLFX Plus lights to this group. I did this to have more flexibility as to when my SLFX Pluses are on. The lights can easily be changed groups within the app once they've been paired, so nothing is permanent. Within each group, the settings for the various associated lights can be customized into 3 distinct modes. For example, my mode 1 has my headlights at full brightness and my taillights on brake mode. In brake mode, the lights sit at half brightness and then light up to full brightness when I slow down on the board. Mode 2 could then have the headlights at 80% brightness and the taillights always blinking, and then mode 3 could be a third customized option. The same type of customization can also be done for the SLFX Plus, so that one is circle, the second is pulse, and the third is fade, for example. The app now truly allows for full customization of the SHREDLIGHTS and the modes on the board. The addition of the Bluetooth connectivity and the app has unlocked a ton of fascinating features. The best for me is that a group of lights can all be turned on or off at once within the app. This is an absolute game changer for SHREDLIGHTS, as each light used to have to be manually turned on by crouching down to the board. Now, with the simple toggle of a switch on my phone, I can turn on and control all of my lights. The lights can also be individually turned on or off within a group. I have two groups that I use so that I have two master switches for my lights. One controls my head and tail lights, and the other controls the RGB lights. Having the lights in groups also allows for them to be turned on when one light is turned on manually as a part of a group. Once they are on, changing the mode of one light also changes the mode on all of the others. The app has also unlocked the ability for the lights to range in brightness anywhere from 0 to 100%. Older versions of the lights were locked into the three distinct modes controlled by the buttons on each light that were preset. The brightness can now be more precisely set using the slider in the app. Bluetooth connectivity with the app also allows for more precise monitoring of the battery on the lights, which is great because the battery indicators built into the light are not super precise. These lights also have a couple new modes built into the app. The first is the brake mode, which I mentioned a little earlier. The SLR1 Plus is the first SHREDLIGHT to react to braking on a PEV. This is a huge added feature that further enhances this product and promotes safety while riding at night. Another new feature is the auto on-off. This option is manually set on each light within a group. When this feature is enabled within the app, the SHREDLIGHTS automatically dim to 20% if no motion is detected for 2 minutes. After 30 more seconds, the lights will then fully turn off. If motion is then detected, the lights will automatically turn back on. I found this feature to be a little bit finicky at times. If the lights turn all the way off, then they sometimes will not turn back on with movement. If they're dimmed, then they will usually turn back on with movement. This is certainly something that will get fixed as the lights move out of beta with new firmware updates. This does bring me to my next point though, which is that the mobile app has enabled SHREDLIGHTS to push new firmware updates to the lights as they are released, so that your lights are always up to date with the latest tech from SHREDLIGHTS. Overall, the app is very well designed and it's super intuitive to use. I was able to connect up my SHREDLIGHTS to the app, configure them, and get riding within 10 minutes. Though the physical performance of these new SHREDLIGHTS is the same as the previous generation, the addition of Bluetooth connectivity to SHREDLIGHTS is a massive upgrade to me. Bluetooth connectivity to the app makes the experience using these lights so much simpler and much more customizable. The new modes that are offered within the app are also great additions to the features of SHREDLIGHTS. I have personally owned every set of SHREDLIGHTS dating back to the SL100s, so it's amazing to see how far they've come as a product and as a company. These three new models are currently available as beta products, and it's clear that there are some kinks with them as a result, like I've shown throughout this video. For the most part, these lights are amazing and they work very well, and I've loved using them on my night rides. I couldn't recommend the SHREDLIGHTS Smart Lights more. They are just absolutely incredible and probably the best electric skateboard and portable electric vehicle lights on the market at the moment, and they're only going to get better as SHREDLIGHTS upgrades these lights through firmware updates that they can do through the app now. That's it for my review of the new SHREDLIGHTS Smart Lights. If you guys are interested in learning more about them, please make sure to check out the link in the description below and use the discount code DIYESkateBuilders for 10% off of your order on SHREDLIGHTS. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know in the comment section below. And finally, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for lots of other electric skateboard related content. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.